Everything that I bought. Alright, that's about it right there. Alright guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Julian, also is the Bearded Third Machine here on YouTube, and I buy stuff and flip it online and make YouTube videos about it. So that basically means I buy something low and sell for market value on places like eBay and Facebook Marketplace. If you are new to the channel, welcome. This is a reselling channel. If you're not subscribed, always remember to subscribe, comment down below, like the video. Go ahead and get started with this video. This video is going to be kind of like a routine day. I'm going to give you a couple updates. I'm going to show you some stuff, and we have an auction haul to pick up. So it's going to be a lot of stuff. Let's get going. All right, first, let's go ahead and take a look at this. I always prep, and I did prep this stuff last night. And this is like super easy to list, but kind of hard to prep if they're dirty. It's just a whole bunch of random old Craftsman. And if you've been following my channel at all, you know that I like to sell this stuff. It does sometimes take a while to sell, but anything forged in the United States that's a Craftsman that usually has like a V on it or some other numbers does sell pretty well. I do have a video on talking about the series numbers and how you know they're vintage. So really, this is a good thing that I really like to sell. And I got a whole bunch to list today. All this will be listed in that glass. So also we have all this stuff to go ship. It was a pretty decent weekend. We did about $900. But when I say the weekend, that actually means Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So this big one's got to go to FedEx right there. And we got to go load them. All right, so we've already been to one post office, the FedEx building, the county dump. And we're actually running like, oh, I can't go to the auction that I picked up because I didn't read correctly, and it says you can't get there until 10, and I thought you could get there at 8. So we still have a while to go. I did spend $458 all in on the auction, and it's a whole bunch of tools, and we'll see how I did. I will do a breakdown at the end of this video, but right now, me and Kayla are going to Goodwill. Let's see what we find. Goodwill wasn't too terribly bad. It's early in the morning, a lot of people in there, but we did find some Danskos, size 46, large size. But they look new in the bottom, and I did the test about squeezing them and everything like that, and it didn't break, so that's good. And then we got some Kohan wingtip, white and pink. There's a sold comp for $28, and they were the only ones listed, so I think these will sell. I used to pick up a whole bunch of Kohan stuff, and it turns out that you really got to comp Kohan stuff out because some of it sells and a lot of it doesn't. So on to the next. I'm glad we're here early because this is going to be a train wreck for parking. All right, everybody was asking about Biko, how he's doing. Here he is in his glory. He's almost back to 100%. All stitches are healed. He went through like 3 or 4 surgeries and some dental work, but he is looking good, as you can tell. The only thing he has to heal really is just grow back some hair right there where they shaved his leg, but look at that face. We are happy to have him back. All right, so we are back at the house from the auction. I'm gonna flip this camera around, show you what I got, then I'll do the breakdown on it. It is a lot of stuff. Remember, $458. I think you're gonna think I spent a little bit too much when you see it, but when I go through it, you'll understand. All right, let's flip this thing around. All right, so here's everything that I bought. All right, that's about it right there. I've already kind of gone through a couple of these things. So right here, this is going to be kind of, I wouldn't say trash wrenches or anything like that. They're just not name brand. I'll have to go through them a little bit better, but very little time is going to be put into these. They're not any type of name brand stuff, but you can still sell them on lots on eBay probably. For all these wrenches, to be honest with you, maybe 20 bucks. I mean, just because they're not name brand, they're not made in the United States, there's nothing really special about them, but, you know, maybe 20 bucks really ain't that bad. Then in here, this is going to be a whole bunch of old Craftsman, all vintage stuff. There are some Mac Tools stuff. There are some other Snap-on stuff. I think there's a Snap-on right there. There's a couple other things in there that are worth some money, and basically I kind of already counted, and there's 30 wrenches in there, and I think on average I'll get $7 a wrench. Now again, some will be $5, some will be like that Snap-on, maybe 10 to 15. There's a couple more in there that might be worth, you know, a little bit higher than that, so average $7. Then moving on to this one right here, $30. I mean, you have 30 wrenches, and I think about $5 a piece on these for about 150 bucks in this one. And you probably say, well, it's impossible. You know, like this little wrench right here. How's that worth $5? Like, go ahead and throw some sold comps up for these little guys. You know, you got flare nut wrenches in here, and I really haven't gone through all of these, but they are decent. Like this one right here is not bad. This is a Craftsman long skinny wrench. I forget what these things are actually called. They're called tapered somethings, but these are really not that bad, and they're really in pretty decent condition to say how old they are. Then moving on to this one, say like this wrench right here. I did pull these out because I did see them. This one is a Mac, and Mac is a really good brand to take a look for. Then you flip it over, and there's going to be a number on the back. Type that in. I think this is like a $30 wrench. And then this one right here is an old Snap-on. It's an angled offset, and right there is the thing. I'll throw up a Soul Comp, and I think this one is about a $30 to $40 wrench. So then you have all these in here that are sockets that are all actually brand new Craftsman. Now there's a big difference here. These are not going to be forged in the United States, so they will go for a little bit less money than the ones I'm about ready to show you, but still will go for money after I put them in sets. All right, back here you have some decent ratchets. This one's probably worth about 15 bucks. It's in good condition, vintage, made in the United States, Craftsman. Then you have a little Snap-on guy right here in pretty rough condition, but even in this condition, this is a 3/8, and this one will probably go for about 20 bucks. And then any type of name brand flex head ratchets, like this guy right here that has the head that flexes back and forth like this and like this. This thing I think has a Soul Comp of 34 bucks. So not too bad there. That's actually on the breakdown board. These are the only ones I broke down separately rather than whole batches. Then moving on to this thing right here. This is a Mac tool kit for front suspension. That goes for about 120 bucks. I said 100 because I have to make sure I have all the pieces, but it looks like all the pieces are there. But right there, all you do for this is just type in that code and it'll pop up exactly what it is. And then these are some monster stuff you got in here. These are monster sockets. I mean, this thing's a three-quarter. You know, Evercraft is not like a super name brand, but stuff like this will still sell, you know, maybe $5-10 bucks or something like that. So what I said was, in here there are 30 pieces, and at minimum I think I'll get $5 a piece for them. This is plus shipping, obviously. After that, the $5 does not include shipping, so that's another 150 bucks, and I think I'm lowballing it because in here, like this guy right here is a really long extension. That's a Craftsman. I know that goes for about 15 to 20 bucks. Craftsman vintage, Craftsman vintage, Craftsman vintage, all those are going to go for $10. So definitely underestimating that, but I'd rather underestimate because of this. Now I have not gone through this yet, and it is probably hundreds and hundreds. I'd say 300 sockets, maybe even more than that. But I said that there's only going to be about 100 sellable sockets in here. Could be lowballing it. And I said about $5 a socket for $500. Now here's the deal, is again, you're like, dude, these are rusted and everything like that. How are they going to go for that much money? Like this guy right here, I'm just picking him up. This is a Craftsman, so there's going to be a lot of Craftsman. All of them are vintage. They're G2s. Not all those are G2s, but this one is. You know, that's a $2-3 socket right there by itself. Now this one, Snap-on, 3/8 with the hex head. This one's probably 15 to 18 bucks. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of guesstimating on how much it's going to be. On the low end, I think it's going to be well more than that, but that's really not too bad. This will take a lot of time. Now I'm going to explain to you how I use these sockets to further the eBay business. All right, so basically I use tools as kind of like if I'm super slow and I can't find stuff to sell. So like these sockets will not be listed anytime soon. They're going to be, I'm going to separate them into good ones, and the old one, the bad ones or the non-name brands will be donated, given to people, sold locally for super cheap, or I'll keep them for myself. And the good ones will be put in a bucket and stowed away in a corner somewhere. And what I do is, now the wrenches I'll definitely put online, but the sockets, they're still worth money, $5 to $10 a piece most likely. And what I do is, if I can't find stuff to list, I'll clean 25 to 30 sockets one night, and then that next morning I will list 25 to 30 sockets. It really boosts the eBay store up. Now, is it a lot of money? Sure. I mean, if you do 30 items and they're like, I don't know, $10 or $5 a piece, that's like $150 in listings, and it doesn't take you that long. Easy to list, easy to ship. It is a lot of sorting and cleaning though. Because like right now, all this stuff to list still, like all this I've just been buying and buying and buying and buying and buying. All that needs to be listed. This is going to go on the back burner. The only list right off the bat is going to be these, and those. And other than that, and probably this. So that will get my money back like probably my money back plus 50 to 60 bucks, which really isn't bad. Then the rest I will put away for a rainy day when, you know, things get a little bit slow. If I can't find anything, this stuff always sells. Now, the thing with single sockets, they take a while to sell. Sometimes they'll take a day, or sometimes they'll take 6 to 9 months, and I still have a whole bunch listed, but I sell a good bit, and like I always sell them for about $5 to $10 a piece plus shipping. Sometimes I'll do free shipping, but most times I always do with shipping. So let's go to the breakdown board, see exactly how much I think I'm gonna make. So we are at the breakdown board, and what I'm gonna show you is kind of like a gist of what I think I'm gonna make. So right here I spent $458, and right here is all kind of like the lots that I put together that I think that I'm going to make in here. I think I'm actually underestimating this a good bit, but it does equal $1,235. If I do make only that amount, go ahead and subtract your 20% off the top. That's $988 minus the $458. That equals $530 in profit in sockets. All right, so right there, that is everything that I bought today on HighBid.com to sell online and do this full time. I do these videos so you can get there, find some of these items, flip them for yourself, and make some money. I do appreciate everyone that watches. Remember, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, comment down below, like the video, and you know I will always catch you on the next one.